student in New London is making history as she created the school's biggest Black History Month event. Fox 61's Kayla Kay joins us in studio to tell us more about the event and the student's journey that led to it at Mitchell College.
At just 21 years old, Inanda Peterson has already done so much. She's published a book, created her own company, and made history as the Mitchell College's first ever full-ride scholarship recipient. Without that scholarship, she wouldn't have been able to finish her education here and put on the school's third annual Letting Our Voices Be Heard event. Here at Mitchell College, Inanda Peterson,
just have to speed walk.
a junior from Houston, Texas,
It is freezing.
is already leaving her footprint
Because I was just in the meeting with him.
on and off the court.
This is that student athlete life, juggling.
She's used to being involved on campus between playing basketball and studying psychology.
But I think I want to do something, be like a therapist or something like that.
But for the past few weeks, she's been even busier.
You can share that.
Peterson created a free Black History Month event called Letting Our Voices Be Heard.
I created it my freshman year of college to challenge and change the narrative by uplifting positive voices, positive stories, and positive talents and businesses in the mainstream media.
Growing up, she didn't have a safe space that represented who she was.
I was never the first pick, I felt like. So that often made me look in the mirror and say, oh my gosh, I wish I could change my skin color. I wish I could change my eyes. I wish I could have blonde hair.
It wasn't until she started to host this event that she learned more about her culture.
Every time I go to Letting Our Voices Be Heard, I'm inspired. Every time I walk into the building and see someone new, I learn more about my culture, and it's just a time where I'm educated on these things, and it made me realize how important exposure is for the youth.
And it's the first of its kind on campus.
Being able to be a pioneer of this event, I don't take it lightly.
Dozens of performers and businesses will be at the Clark Center on February 8th for this event, including Peterson's very own Inanda Rights LLC.
Inanda Rights LLC mission is to give a voice to those who've been silenced by pain.
It came after she wrote and published a poetry book called Till Death Do Us Part.
You really get to connect with me as the author and my journey on going through a heartbreak. You shut me out and drowned out my cries.
She found her voice, and now she's helping people of all ages find theirs.
I just love going to the different elementary schools, the middle schools. They call me out to, speak, share my story, or even just uplift the crowd of people who has been tying their identity to their brokenness, because that's not their identity.
The event is Harlem Renaissance inspired, which consisted of diverse art forms such as poetry, jazz and swing, and paintings. It's rooted into Black history, and it's something Peterson didn't know too much about back in Texas.
Growing up in a predominantly white neighborhood, of course we probably did little things, but I didn't focus on it, It was my culture, I didn't identify with it.
Now, she's embracing her history with people who look like her, and everyone is invited.
I always tell people, when you step into this room, you become a part of the movement. You become a part of the change.
Peterson hopes Letting Our Voices Be Heard inspires others to create a similar event in their own communities. And if you're interested in going, Black or Harlem attire is encouraged. The event is from noon to 4 p.m. on February 8th at Mitchell College Clark Center. In studio, Kayla Cade, Fox 61.